Hello, hello, lovelies. Can you all hear me? Hello. How are you all doing today? Happy Saturday. It's hard to believe it's been a whole week. Little unplanned vacation. Let me say hi to everyone who came in. Ellie, congrats on being first and getting another photograph. And let's see. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket. Let's see. Bluma, welcome in. Cray, welcome in. Pinky, hello. Entropy, hello. Nez, good to see you. Venom, hello. Zeppy, Rune, it's good to see all of you. How are you doing? How has your week been? Enjoy your rest of your D&D, Pinky. Thank you for the lurk. We're matching today, Zeppy. Oh, I love that for us. And hello. Yes, it's good to see all of you again. How has your week been? My week was kind of an emotional roller coaster that ended with me putting in my notice at my job without anything lined up. So that's the excitement of my life. 2025 continues to be a roller coaster in my personal life. But, you know, we'll roll with the punches. We will roll with the punches. I'm job hunting again. But that's okay. And, you know, sometimes things just don't work out. They don't work out to be the right fit. Really, you know, something that plays to your strengths. Yeah, I'm gonna set myself up for something better. I'm trying to look at all the positives of the experience of just, you know, this was a bridge. You know, my current job was a bridge, and I'm going to go on to something else now that my dad is finishing up radiation at the end of this month. So he'll be finishing up right about the time that I finish up at my job, my current job. And you know, it just, I'm at a place where it's time for me to be looking for full-time hours anyway. And if they're not gonna, you know, at my current place, if they're not going to offer me that, it's time to move on. So it's all right. You know, it was, like I said, it was a little bit of an emotional roller coaster this week. Like it said in Discord, some things happened that I'm not going to go into detail on. I've kind of rehashed it enough times just with like family and immediate friends that I'm not really interested in going over it again. But like I said, you know, these things happen, and sometimes you just gotta go to the next thing. Go to the next thing. But we are live today, obviously, and we are going back into decades after a week. Make sure you follow Ellie too. She's one of my bestest IRL friends. Let's see. Oh, I forgot that we hadn't. We'll have to do that, but I need to go into gameplay. All right, let's move over to the game. And like I said, there's some positives to this because it'll take me a little bit of time, and I've got some savings to kind of make up the difference, but there will be at least a short period where streaming is my only income. So I very much appreciate all of you guys' support. It's never required. I'm not asking anybody to, but this is just where my life's at right now. All right, I forgot so at the end of our episode yesterday, we're halfway through summer at this point of 1310. Our progress kind of slowed because of all the chaos in my real life. The last couple weeks has resulted in a few cancellations that I wish I didn't have to have, but it'll all work out. I do have both the kitty cats in the room with me. They are taking a nap behind my chair. I'm not going to wake them up right now. Oh, one of the positives though is my birthday is actually in 3 weeks. And since I'm not going to be working that week now, we can actually do like something big on my birthday if we want to. Like do like a little celebration or stuff. I don't know. Are you guys, I don't usually celebrate my birthday that much personally. Are you all interested in me doing like a long birthday bash stream? Cuz if you are, I'll do it because now I have time. Unless like something pops up and I end up having like an interview that day. Bluma, welcome in. Bluma says birthday bash. Oh my gosh. What is this glitching? Okay, Jill, we're gonna have to change your nightgown because this one is crashing out. Did it just need to load? Are we good now? Okay, I'm seeing... Aw, Entropy, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support. It really does mean a lot. Thank you. So yeah, we can do a big birthday bash. My birthday is the 5th of September. That is a Friday. It is the Friday right after Labor Day. And like I said, my parents are actually, I live in the same town as my parents, but my parents will be out of town that entire weekend. So it's like, I don't have, like, I've got a couple friends, but I don't really have, like, much in the way of, like, people to, like, celebrate with locally. So yes, we can do a nice big birthday stream. I don't know what all that'll entail. Probably at least one round of King of the Castle. You know, we might play a few different games. It might be like an all-day stream type of deal where I just stream all day and we play a couple different games. But we really do. Thank you once again for the support, Entropy. I really, really appreciate it. And for anyone who comes by and just spends time here, whether you're subbed or anything, I do appreciate it. Oh, if you want to, Ellie. I mean, I'm not going to say no to cake. Because, yeah, I mean, like I said, my parents will be out of town, so we won't be able to celebrate until, like, we'll either celebrate the weekend before or the weekend after, and I'm not really sure which one it'll end up being. All right. Now another positive is, at least in the interim when don't have a job, like I am going to be setting a time aside every day to be doing like your typical let's see, what was I going to say? Job hunting activities, you know, filling out, you know, changing up my resume, sending it out a couple times to different jobs every day. I am planning to like set up like my own personal like schedule, like I have like job hunting time, but I should, at least in the interim, be able to extend my streaming hours a little bit, which I look forward to, because that means at least for a little bit we'll have some extra time to hang out. And maybe that can help us make up some progress on like Ultimate Decades and stuff, because I'll be able to start earlier on the Tuesdays, starting in September. Until I get a new job, and then it'll depend on whatever my shifts look like for the new job, on what stream schedule looks like. So I very much appreciate y'all's support, your patience as I go through this transition period again. Kids are going back to school, so you have more time again as well. I love that. Ellie and I can hang out, and, you know, maybe I'll get back into my painting and stuff. We'll see. We'll see. We're taking the positives. We're taking the positives. You know, when you have a job that just is not uplifting you, it's not worth staying. So we'll do it. All right. Now, the thing I didn't get to, and then things were so chaotic during my actual work week, that I didn't get around to it. But we never changed up Michael's attire. Oh, geez. Yeah, I'm going to have to change Jill's nightgown because that one is crashing out big time. But we are going to enter a oh, wait, not that one. I don't think that was the right one. That was not the right one. Shoot. Candy, welcome in, love. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. How are you doing? I did the thing. I might have to reload in. Good luck at work, Candy. And enjoy your lurk as well, Ellie. All right. I might have accidentally did the thing so it'll delete a couple of sims, and I might have to go back out to main menu and reload in, for which I apologize. That I brain, you know, it happens. But yeah, so I will work on planning kind of I might do a couple polls in the I might do a couple polls in the Discord to kind of see what all you would like to see on the birthday bash stream. Like, do you guys want it to be primarily chat inclusive type games, like party game type deals? All right, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We didn't lose anybody, did we? I'm not used to seeing Michael be an actual child, so that is a little trippy to me. All right. I'm going to go through MC Command Center because it looks like we didn't lose anybody. Tally, welcome in, love. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. How are you doing? It's good to see you again, my friend. Let's see. Come on, where's MC Command Center? There it is. Okay. All right, modify in CAS. This is what we wanted because we never gave Michael his age up makeover. Now he is 5 years old officially. Michael is our illegitimate child. He is the only illegitimate child of his generation, as things stand. Let's see. All right. I think his face actually looks quite a bit like his mother, Sibylle. The short hair is not bad, but I don't know that it's the best. He does have like a straighter hair texture. So, yeah. We'll work with that. Like, I'm not sure that this is the cut. You know? We could go, you know, very traditional bowl cut type. Looking very, very Squire-esque. You've been running on very little sleep lately, but last night your body actually cooperated with you and you were able to sleep in. I love that for you, Tally. You haven't felt this awake when you wake up in a very long time, nowhere close to where you should be, but you'll take the... Yes, we celebrate the wins. Congratulations, Tally. That's awesome. I'm so glad you were able to get a good night's sleep. Let's see. A part of me really likes this cut on him, but I don't think it's very historically accurate. You know, he's got his dad's hair color and skin color, but I mean, I think for the most part, he looks more like his mother, Sibylle. That's not bad. Probably a little bit more accurate. Now, Michael is not eligible to like inherit or anything. Because he is illegitimate, the churches were pretty, you know, black and white on that. Like if you were an illegitimate child, you were not able to inherit. And I mean, that was like the case, you know, really for many hundreds of years, even in like the 18th and 19th century. It's only in the 20th century that that started to like change. Yeah, that doesn't look bad on him. No shark slippers for you, sir. Sorry. Honestly, he's a good-looking kid. Like, very balanced features, I feel like. Let's see. Yes, he passed his role. So as long as he survives the famine, we will see him become a teenager. Now, as I've said before, like, he is a last resort family line. Like, if everybody else dies out, but he's still alive. Then, oh my gosh, does he have a gap in his teeth? It looked like he had a gap in his teeth. Come on, smile for me. Smile! Please, show the teeth. There it is! Oh my gosh, he does. He has a gap between his two front teeth. I think that's so adorable. The Sims in child age always look closer to like 10 than they do like 5. But, you know, we can't help that. Apparently I never updated James's picture on the family tree either. So now we need to go with Jill because I need to change the night dress that she's wearing because the one she's wearing is very glitchy. Also, in case you are someone who plays with mods, and particularly James Semston mods, they did put out some updates a couple days ago. So the Soulmates mod has officially been updated. Jill, we're just changing out your night dress for a different night dress. What did you all do this week? Are you doing anything fun this weekend? Let me know in chat if you would like to share. Okay. And then the only one else is, let's see. Oh, shoot. Michael got deleted because I went through the Sims casts, not exit to main menu, do not save. We gotta reload. My bad. My bad. I did the thing after I was like, oh, I shouldn't do the thing after Michael's. I did the thing anyway with Jill and it deleted Michael. So I gotta reload in. You were supposed to be processing cattle. The weather didn't cooperate, so we had to push it back until next week. Failing at doing chores, but you've picked up a little. You know, Zeppy, if you just do one chore a day, like, that's a win. You know? You don't have to do them all at once. Unless you really, really have to. Yeah, me too, Entropy. You got a B-Day party to go to tomorrow? Love that for you, Cray. Oh no, but your house is sick with flu. Oh no, I hope you all feel better. All right, we're gonna have to redo Michael's stuff. I always forget. It's like, I gotta go until we kill, like, one person dies, which Clemens is technically supposed to die this year. But I was leaning more towards Autumn being when she passes. Summer flu is the worst because not only are you stuffed up, but you're also hot. Summer colds are the worst. Like, there's some relief to be had when it's cold out, in a way. You're just cleaning your fish tank this weekend, otherwise taking it easy since you've got infusion on Wednesday. Ooh. Yeah, and your partner has an ear infection. I hope your partner feels better, and I hope your infusion goes well. I will have a hard stop today at about 4:30 because some friends are gonna come over and we're gonna play board games this evening. So that's my timeline is I've got 3.5-ish hours before I will have to end stream, like my hard stop. Cause I'm having board game night and pizza. I ordered I ordered some pizza for pickup from Papa Murphy's. So the friend that works today and works like close to the Papa Murphy's location is gonna pick up the pizza on his way over. So yes, we love board games with friends. Your friend gave you a Labubu though? Let's see. Okay. Let's see. You had pizza last night, Zeppy? Love that for you. Yes, board games and pizza is a good combo. It's like you have like barely any dishes at that point with it, and that's always a relief. All right, we got everybody back. I've got to go back and redo Michael's thing because I failed there. Or rather, I made a mistake, and mistakes are okay. I'm trying to identify mistakes less with failure in my personal life, just like for mental well-being. Yes, Papa Murphy's, and in this economy, it's still remaining like pretty reasonably priced for what you get. So, you know, we'll take it. Give him back his little outfit. Very nice, very nice. Copy that over. Change the sleepwear. Get rid of the... Oh, I forgot to check. Just do a quick check around here for any rogue accessories. Ah, spectacles. Okay, done. Oh, you just got severe thunderstorm watch. Stay safe, Tally. I'm just glad it's like cooled down a little bit where I live, because we were in, to some places in the US, this is gonna sound like nothing, but we've had a lot of like 90-degree days, like 90+ degree days where I live this summer, whereas we only had like 2 of those last summer. So I don't do well in heat. I am very much a pale, cold weather girly. I don't handle heat well. So that it's not been fun having all the heat. But we should be able to get through at least the rest of summer here today. Because we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We'll at least get through the rest of summer. We may even get through the beginning of autumn. I'm pretty sure Basilia is going to be due to have her baby. Let's see. No, Basilia is not due till winter. Both our ladies, Basilia and Alice, are due in the winter time of this year. But we'll see how much progress we get. We'll at least get through the rest of summer. Maybe even the first couple days of autumn, in which case we would get to age up Robert Renbury, the younger. Let's see. And that is Everard and Basilia's son. Oh, yeah, you usually don't get severe storms when it's in the 60s. See, you're in the Midwest and your house is 130 years old. Ooh, and your electric bill to cool it was over $500 last month. Oh my gosh, Entropy. You have my sympathy, my friend. Oh, jeez. Yeah, and that's like the upper level of like tolerability if you're gonna sleep, is like that 75, 76 area. At least it is for me. Like that's like the max temperature it can be, and for me to sleep okay. Let's see. Okay. MC Command Center modify and cast. Yeah, we do have to have Clemence die this year, unfortunately, because she had failed her. She's due, unfortunately. This is the year that her rolls said she would die. Which means she's about 4 years old. Which I know is just heartbreaking. Um, None. Yeah, if you're all just keeping it at 76 is doing $500 for the month, I can't even imagine, like, and I thought my heating bill at my last apartment was bad because it was not insulated very well. And like my worst bill was like February of the year that I lived there, and it was over $200 to heat my apartment for that month. That's the most I've ever paid. Now, here, in my current apartment, my heating is a water baseboard. And I'm inset into the ground by like 4 feet. So like I've got like natural insulation going for me in my current place. So like year round, my electricity has been about the same because electricity isn't contributing like to heating cost, and water is actually included in my rent. So, all right. And then one little thing, because I apparently never took a screenshot of James when we not when we updated him, when we aged him up. Ooh, yeah. No, I mean, there's so much charm in those houses, though. Those historic homes. But they do come at a cost. One of my siblings bought a 100-year-old house last year, and they've been doing a lot of work on it. They've replaced the roof. They've been working on getting a new heater. There is no air conditioning in the house currently. So, oh my gosh, Queen and Victorian. That's one of my favorite architecture styles. Historic district, but it wasn't kept up very well for a while. That does take a toll. Oh, you had to put a new roof on too. Super pricey with the turret. Ooh, yeah. I imagine roofing a turret is more expensive than your standard roofing. Okay. Finally back. Get everyone. Oh, I guess it's like 4 a.m. So, I mean, people could be waking up now. Ooh, but the thing is, guys, the reason I was late starting today is because I was speed running the Nature's Calling event so that we could get the outhouse woodworking recipe. So I got it. It just took a little bit longer than I was expecting. It took closer to 2 hours than the hour and a half that I had given myself. But that's why I was late starting today. So I apologize for that. Let's see. Come on. Where is it? Where is it? The wooden throne. Let's go. Hob, build it. Build it. Build us an outhouse. Oh, you cheated some of the event requirements? Fair. I almost forgot that Alice was pregnant. But she is. She's expecting in late winter. Um, oh no. Okay. Alice. We're gonna do some cooking. Make some pottage. Alright, it looks like Hop finished making the wooden throne. Probably put the outhouse back in this corner. There it is! Look at it! We have an outhouse. Boop. Ta-da! Might move the window to the other side. Okay. Pottage. Get rid of this chamber pot. We do have to keep like the toddler's one because Alice, why aren't you cooking? Okay, now she's doing it. Laura, go to the body. No books for you. You cannot read. You will never know how to read. Reading is not your destiny in this lifetime. Let's see. Jill is like 7, and Michael is 5 at this point, just for age reference, because they look the same age, but they're not. Also, like, okay, they actually have a pretty decent relationship. Laura doesn't really care for Michael. Neither does Simon. James likes him the most, and even that's not a lot. Yeah. Jill is like the only one of the kids who actually seems to like their illegitimate brother, their illegitimate half brother, I should say. Maybe it's because Jill always knew she wouldn't be able to inherit anyways, versus like the boys of James. I mean, let's be honest though, James is 1 year old. He doesn't know anything. And Simon's only like 3. So could just be, maybe it's Michael who resents them. Maybe that's what it is. Because he resents his younger brothers for being able to inherit. No books. All right, kids, come eat. James is like, I don't think this tastes very good. And I'm like, dude, this is like the staple of. This is like the staple food for like the rest of your life. You're gonna need to get used to it. I'm gonna change up the music. There we go. It's like I started listening and I was like, that's not bardcore. What is that doing on this playlist? Hi, hello. Thank you for the lurk. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Nice. Well, I hope you have a lovely nap. Power naps are awesome. Love a good nap. I love to nap with my cats. If I just go lay down on the bed, doesn't matter what time of day it is or whatever, it usually takes less than 10 minutes for them to come curl up with me. All right. Let's see. Now, Michael, even though he's not eligible to inherit, we're still probably going to put him to work, helping us on the farm here. Let's see. Did we buy new chickens? I don't think we did. I want to buy chickens. We want some new chickens. Or do we want geese? It might be fun to have them be like geese instead of regular chickens. I'm just gonna get a few brown chickens here. Things are gonna get easier now that we have 2 children. Alright. I am gonna take a couple minute break while ads run. They are gonna start running here shortly. I'm gonna take a couple minutes so that I can get up and stretch. Maybe even make a quick cup of tea in my kettle. So let me take like 5-6 minutes. I'm gonna do my very best to keep to that 5-6 minutes and not go over. And then we will be right back. So see you in a few minutes. Oh, welcome back from ads. If you had ads, thank you so much for sticking through them and supporting the channel. We're back with our family in the year 1310. We finally have an actual outhouse. Thank goodness. We can finally move one thing to be a little bit more historically accurate. If Laura wasn't just bugged to be eternally stinky, this would be a very cute image where she's like pouting up at Jill and Jill is just looking down at her so fondly. He's cute. Except for the stank. I hope you guys were able to spend the time getting yourselves coffee, tea, water, whatever you needed, vitamins, medications, if you need it to take any. Jeez. Adam, you don't read. You don't know how to read. Are you just making things up based off pictures? All right. I think I will send Hob and Adam. I think Michael's still a little on the young side to go hunting, but let's send Adam and Hob can go hunting. Maybe we can have Jill and Michael play marbles together. Yeah. Cute sisters moment. Feet toxic cloud. It's so true. Like look, her hygiene isn't even that low. It's in the greens. But she's got the stank cloud. It doesn't matter how many times I change diaper or clean her or what have you. All right, Alice, if you could come over here and feed the chickens. Once Clements dies, then we're gonna be down to 3 toddlers and 0 infants. Don't you have some fruit in your inventory or something? Here, we'll give him an apple. Here you go, kid. Have an apple. Let's see. You had that happen to your air once too. It spontaneously went away after a bath. But he had it for days and no matter what I did. Ooh. Technically they wouldn't have had like bathtubs in this day and age. Because like hauling the water needed to take like a bath without it being like in a lake or a pond and stuff. Like that's a lot of work. So most peasants didn't generally do it. They did more of like the sponge bath method and then occasionally went to like bathhouses. But we have chickens again. All right. Laura, why don't you go, like, play with the dolls? I had a tree here, but it's gone missing. replace the water. We'll do some laundry. The only thing worse than laundry in real life is dishes, in my opinion. And that's even with having a dishwasher. I just don't like doing them. I just don't like dishes. But dishes and laundry are the worst chores, in my opinion. Your kryptonite is boxes, like unpacking boxes, or like breaking down boxes, like for recycling. Both! Okay. Fair enough. So many children. How many children do we have right now? We have 6 children in the house. Oh, hey, Richard came to visit. Jill, you should say hi to your uncle, who you apparently barely know, even though you're besties with his daughter, your cousin. But yeah, invite in your uncle. Let's see. You'll do loads of laundry, but you hate dishes so much. Oh my gosh, Adam, just coming back from the hunt, so filthy. We got squirrel and pigeon. Hob, what did you bring? Some small rabbits and squirrels. See, these are acceptable. These are the sort of things that if they were in an area that they were allowed to like hunt, it's like trap animals, basically. They can hunt these sorts of things with traps. Versus things like deer. Like only nobles were really supposed to be hunting things like deer. I'm gonna give all these over to Alice and see if we can make a nice, good, like stew or something, or pie, or what have you for dinner. And Adam, wash up. Actually, Adam, why don't you come wade in your little pond over here? Oh, you need more natural living skill to do that. Fair enough. Now he's regaling his 1-year-old son with all the tales of the hunt. Jill's going through a phase, feeling rebellious, seeking to challenge parental authority. Oh my gosh, Adam, see, you're so filthy. You terrified your brother. You don't mind laundry? You almost like it's bathroom and dishes. See, and it feels like dishes are almost unanimous, nearly unanimous as the worst chore. I don't mind washing the laundry. It's the folding and the putting of the way that I have a problem with. I have to like be watching something if I'm going to do that. Like I have to turn on like a TV show to do that because otherwise I'm just bored. I don't like it. It's boring. I blame the fact that my mother, anytime like she was doing laundry and we were watching TV, she would literally plop the laundry basket in front of us and have us fold. So I feel like my brain got wired at a very young age that I have to be looking at something else in order to do this specific task. Spoon, welcome in, love. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. It's good to see you again, my friend. How are you? Ooh, hey, Adam, you should do wash up, and then like water the garden. All right, Alice. It's getting into evening time. We're gonna hang up the laundry to dry overnight. We're gonna take what we've got here, look at our cooking. Now, Little Bobub did come out with a couple new medieval-ish recipes, which I'm very excited about, but I cannot afford to like be subscribed to anything right now. And so I have to wait for them to be kind of public, which they will be by the end of the month. By the end of the month, we'll be able to get like the meat pie and whatnot. Let's see. Flour. We just need flour, really? I'm pretty good, you know, hanging in there. And let's see. Yeah, we need more flour. Which I'm trying to remember how we get flour. Oh, wait. I know how do we get flour. We have to, we use the seeds. Can we make a stew at least with the meat that we got? We're a pigeon shy of being able to make pigeon stew. Okay. And I will say, I have mostly outlined, you know, subject to change in case certain games take longer or less time than expected. But I have pretty much outlined what the schedule is going to be for the rest of this month, next month, and October. Again, subject to change as my job hunting happens, and all that, but I feel like the butterfly toy we could almost get away with because you could pretend it's a wooden toy that's been painted. I feel like we could get away with the butterfly toy, honestly. Because Hob could have carved that and painted that. Just pretend it's more woody than plastic. Oh, I'm blinded by the light. Say, oh, I'm blinded by the torchlight. Alright. Dude, eat an apple. You're fine. Alice, go use the bathroom. I don't know how I feel about the fact that they can woohoo in the outhouse. Did you guys see that? Look at that. I mean, I'm not kink shaming anyone. It's just not my choice. I'd take the barn before the outhouse is what I'm trying to say. It's private. Yeah, well. All right. I guess you have that. Let's see. Clean up. I'm gonna pretend because they don't have enough of the meats. To be able to see. Let's see. What are we doing? Clean up. We need to make some dinner. The little thumbnail for Richard looks a little scary. All right, Alice, please cook some food. Michael, please wash up. Simon, use the potty. Alice, you were supposed to cook. Please cook. Everybody's hungry, and it's getting late. Sun is already set. Oh, I've got a question for y'all. Since my friends and I are having some board game night tonight, what are you all's favorite board games? What do you like to play and what is banned? Like in my family, Monopoly is banned. Largely due to my father being both a sore winner and a sore loser. But one of the favorites of my friends and I are like Settlers of Catan is a classic favorite that we love to play. We'll probably play tonight. But what do you all like to play? Like if you have the opportunity to play with friends or family, what are your favorite games? Villainous? Ooh, we like Villainous. Yes, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm not familiar with that one, Spoon. What's it about? Ooh, Entropy. What is King of Tokyo about? Phase 10. I don't know if I've ever played Phase 10, but I've heard of it. You like Monopoly? You don't know how to play Catan? You don't get to play board games much and it makes you sad. Oh, Cray. I would play board games with you. I would play board games with you if I could. All right, James, wake up and go eat. Who are the hungriest people? All right, Jill's going to the bathroom. Laura for sure. Everyone get up and get some onion soup here. Oh, Pinocchio is a card game. Good to know. When you have enough people, I really love Cards Against Humanity. It's been a long time since I've gotten to play that, but I have a lot of cards. I have a specialized case because I have so many cards. But, like, usually I only have, like, 2 friends to play with, and that's not really enough to play Cards Against Humanity. You've never played Cards Against Humanity? Ooh, sometimes, Epi, we need to play. Let's see. It's a King of Tokyo combo card board game where everyone plays a different Kyaju, and the last monster standing in Tokyo wins. Ooh! I'm gonna have to look that one up, Entropy. That sounds interesting. All right, Simon, when you are done passing out, grab some food. All right, clean up James here. Start with James. Nice, Entropy. Oh, it sounds like P-Knuckle. Good to know. Thank you for letting me know the pronunciation. Give him another apple. I wish the party size was 10 servings, not 8. But I know why it's 8, because 8 is the size of like a household normally in The Sims. So, but I mean, you can also like have up to like 16 guests come to a party. So why is the party size only 8? I feel like it should be more. Michael and James is being jokesters. I mean, James is only 1 year old, so I don't think it's... I think it's too early to tell what their dynamic will be. Oh, I had a thought. Need to grab another bed. Or at a minimum, another sleeping bag. Let's see. There we go. Oh yeah, no worries, Entropy. I'm a terrible typer myself. You'll never catch me, like, disparaging someone over typing skills because, like, I'm not the best typer. I know what you mean. Alright, go to sleep. Alright, Jill off to bed. Michael, go to sleep. Hob, go to sleep. Stop slouching here. Stop shrimping. Okay. 20 pounds of furry fury. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, furry fury deserves all the attention. His sister would like to protest. All right, clean up Laura a couple times. It is Friday. Get everyone. Everyone was really late getting to bed. So they're mostly pretty tired still. All right, Michael is awake. Laura, you should go back to sleep. We have an invisible bed. Sorry, I keep yawning. I am drinking some black tea at the moment. I like the way our little house has evolved. All right. All right, now Clemens can come use the potty. Alice is gonna go use the outhouse after walking through rather than around her father-in-law, as one does. All right, Alice. Adam, we got some dead plants to dispose of. And you can water and tend to the farmland here. Oh yeah, tax collector should be coming. Oh, geez. Jill, why don't you come clean the coop and feed the chickens? And collect the eggs. Oh, there is no eggs. Okay. Adam, pay the taxes. try and feed our hungry kiddos here. Let's see. Hob, please repair. Then we can focus on cleaning up some of these children. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have Jill and Michael travel. We'll invite Ida and Hellwise and Elias and Emerson. And we'll go to the village square. And hopefully the kiddos will get clean while we're gone. I need Michael to meet some other people. Okay. We're going to the village square, the village center. play Explorer together. Have Michael introduce himself to like his cousins and everybody else. Oh my gosh, your partner is making dino nuggets? That's amazing. And mac and cheese? Oh my gosh, I love that for you. That's a win. That is a win. Dino nuggets and mac and cheese are great for all ages. Yes. You're inspiring people, Entropy, and I love that for you. Alright guys, sun is starting to set. See if we can get a nice view of the sunset somewhere. There we go. Look at that. I want to see if it's going to get any oranger. This will make for some nice desktops at some point. All right, guys, sun is setting. It's time to go home. Everybody go home. Oh, geez. Now that we're done with day 2, I'm gonna take a quick break only for the ads. I'm not making any tea or anything, so this won't be a long break. Just gives me a chance to get up and walk around for a couple minutes while ads run. Take care of yourselves while that happens, and I will see you in a couple minutes. Ooh, grilled cheese and tomato soup is a classic too, Spoon. You can't really go wrong either way. Oh, welcome back from ads. If you had ads, thank you for sticking through them and supporting the channel. We are here. We just finished another day. We are in the last day of summer now. Saturday. Saturdays usually go pretty quick. So we'll see. Because we are past midnight at this point. I accidentally let the kids stay at the village square longer than I probably should have. Here. Go home, Jill. Go home. Honestly, this is kind of an amusing shot. We might get through the first day of autumn, too. Honestly, yeah, you know? Okay. Alright, everybody go to bed. Though, Jill, go to the bathroom first, because I know you need to go. Alright. Everybody else, though. Good enough. Oh, hey, the invisible bed has become visible again, which means I can delete it now that I don't need that bed. Send everyone to sleep. Oh. Off to bed with ye. It's time to get some shut-eye. Sometimes it's nice to just spend a couple hours away from your home lot with just like one of your Sims, because all the others tend to like take care of themselves much better when you're not there. Anybody else notice that? It's like when you're looking at them, they're like, oh, I'm helpless. I'm helpless. I can't do anything for myself. And but that changes as soon as you look away. Then they're like, all right, we're on our own, fend for ourselves. Yeah, it's the only way to keep sanity when you have this many kids in the house. Like, when they're child age, it's not so bad, because they're fairly self-sufficient. It's when they're toddlers and infants and newborns that is the real issue. And we still have 4 toddlers. It will drop down to 3 here before much longer. I've got to off one of Everard's kids too this year, so. Jill, what are you doing? Oh, you're going to the outhouse. You're just going very, very slowly. No, 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 not bladder failure, not bladder failure. Oh. Girlfriend. Here, clean up. Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 ba. She's probably gonna pass out again before I can get, yeah. She's gonna pass out again before I can get her in bed. I mean, Adam, if you want to go ahead and do the harvest, we can do that. Dino Nuggies beckon, so you gotta run. Thanks for hanging out, Entropy, and thank you for the resub. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Alright, who's gotten Rogue pregnant again? Because I see someone in the background walking with the pregnancy waddle. Oh, it's Alicia. Alicia has gotten Rogue pregnant. With another boy. It is with her spouse, so nothing too illicit. see. Excuse me. That one snuck up on me. All right. Thank you, Spoon. Collect the eggs. Clean the coop. I forgot about the rabbits and stuff, so they went bad. Ooh, hatchable egg. Incubate. Right? It really has grown quite a bit from the one room shack. We've got chickens again, and hopefully a better system to like keep them self-populating, even though they don't live nearly long enough for what they should, given the time frame of things. We'll probably grab another cow here soon. I just want to get past the next taxes first. Oh, actually, our taxes were crazy for a bit. I bet there was a glitch, because there was a while where they were like 3,000 a month, which I'm just putting down to which I'm just gonna put down to the fact that sometimes kings got a little overzealous with taxes and stuff. You know, so there was a period of time where it was taking like almost all of our money every week, but I don't think that's the case right now. So we should be able to buy a cow here too, and have a cow again along with our chickens, so that we can start making more things. Let's see. Yeah, both the farm and the family has grown quite a bit. let's see. We still have to figure out the flower thing. So I might have, let's see. Jill, why don't you take Michael and you, ooh, Michael actually needs to like take care of himself a little bit here. We'll give Michael a minute to pull himself together. Make another thing of, let's see. Ooh, we should be able to make some more boiled eggs here. Now that, yes, now that we have eggs, we can make boiled eggs. Which will make for a nice little pantry snack. Adam unalives in 1312. So we have a little over a year before we have to work into the lore what happens to him. I already pretty much know what the lore is going to be for Clemens. I was thinking I would do it in like autumn, maybe even like late autumn. Mainly because I have like a little bit of like a little story in mind for like why things happen, but I have to wait and see if like the weather cooperates. So we'll see. All right, we're keeping the green beans. The whole reason I made this like elongated version of this challenge was because I want to do some storytelling, and I feel like I haven't always been like consistently good at that so far, but I am working on it to get better at the storytelling aspect. Laura is always pouting. Look at that pout. I feel like, yeah, she and Jill are quite close. Oh, look at the little dance. So cute. All right, Alice is cooking. Aw, thank you, Spoon. Michael, clean up, please. Maybe I'll send Jill on her own. Jill can go forage on her own. She's got to go do some foraging. In fact, go with your grandma. You and your grandma, your mom's mom, can go forage together in the forest. That seems good. Alright, did you make the thing? You did. Okay. You come grab an egg. Michael, grab an egg. Can Alice go to the village? Go to the village shop. I want to see if she's able to buy flour at the village shop. Right, Simon, you can also grab an egg. And Laura, you need to go to the bathroom and then grab an egg. You know, things are looking up for them. The king finally relented on the taxes. They were able to buy some chickens. The harvests have been pretty decent this year. Not seeing much in the way of like blight. There's been a couple losses here and there. I mean, you're always going to have some pests. I mean, they don't have pesticides in this day and age, not like we know them. So there's always like a little, you know, there is gain and loss related to farming. I mean, she becomes a widow, is what it is. I mean, and honestly, it's good for her that Adam's father is still alive because while Adam has been acting as head of family, technically Hob is still head of family because he is still alive. So they don't have to worry about like a loss of property or anything like of that nature. As a result. And, you know, having that kind of male family member helps keeps the family together. So honestly, I mean, Alice, like I said, Alice will be a widow at that point. And her birthday is actually right after she gives birth. So we will then know most likely if she will make it. We'll know if she makes it to become an elder, provided she survives the famine and etc. But also if she doesn't pass the role, then we know how many years we have left with her. Let's see, meat, milk, egg, flour. Yay, we can buy flour. Yes, let's buy flour. That way we can make bread. Yes, her role is really gonna kind of... A lot hinges on her role. And Hob is actually gonna become an elder. He's actually technically an adult because he's not quite 60 yet. But his role will actually determine a lot too, because we have to have an adult in the household to keep all the kids. Especially when we have this many kids. So, you know, Alice is pregnant with one more kid in the hopes that it's another boy, give us a little extra insurance for the family in line. But we will see how that goes. I mean, because the fact of the matter is we don't know what's going to happen. Alice could roll badly and die in childbirth here this winter, I mean. You know, it really depends. So I see Everard in the background. Oh, we need salt. Shoot. I'm gonna send Hob off to the mountains to mine for salt. On his own. He can go on his own. But no, I mean, the next few years here are going to be pretty interesting for the family. I mean, between these last few birthdays, pre-famine, the famine itself, a lot of our Gen 1 are becoming adults right now. Like I said, Alice and I believe also, let's see, Alice becomes an adult next year. Hob becomes an elder next year. Richard becomes an adult next year. So like 1311 is also going to be a year. We are continuing to have a few deaths here and there. Like I said, I've got like two-ish. I've got two that are supposed to die this year. I've got one who is supposed to die next year. Several birthdays, particularly among the adults. So the next 2 years are going to kind of determine what, like the next 2-3 years are really going to determine what the the family status is going to be going into the famine. All right, Adam. I really don't want to take him to the village square to be selling the barley. I'd rather him wait for Trader Jacques to sell the barley to. Just because it's easier to do it that way. All right, Alice, honey, come use the outhouse here. I have been enjoying the fact that things don't feel so rushed the way they did, like when and I have nothing against like the standard way of doing this challenge. I've done so many Sims challenges in my own time, that it's so easy to just get into like a rote, make a goal, make a goal, make a goal, make a goal, type mindset, especially when the time frame is so compressed. And I enjoy that we actually get to know and spend time and see their personalities, as much as personalities as Sims have. Get to know them. I know Jill's a fan favorite. She is the oldest living child of her generation, so I know she's a fan favorite. Because we've gotten to see the most of her. And she will become a teenager right as, like, during the first year of the famine. Poor thing. That's when she turns 13. Meanwhile, Michael, if he survives the famine, will become a teenager right after the famine is over. Let's see. All right, did you get the salt, Hob? Can we make bread? Portion of salt. How do we do the portion of salt thing? Yeah, I mean, most would be married around the age of 16, not 13. It really only was nobles, particularly royalty. Outside of like royalty, not a ton of even nobles married that young. Very, very uncommon. Like I said, it was really only the upper class that married that young. You have to consider, like, at this time, things like some sort of dowry would be expected for a girl to have. And, you know, depending on how long it takes her family to have that much money to be able to set her up for a good marriage, can really change things. But yeah, generally we'd be looking around like that 16 to 20 range for her to get married. But knock on wood, because this is all assuming that she survives the famine. All right, what was I looking for? I was looking for something. Oh. So I think we actually need... Dude, can you go collect seawater for me? Clemens. But yeah, I mean, signs are good right now because they're doing okay financially. But again, we'd be looking at like a year or two post famine for Jill to marry. And it'll really depend on like who's left. After that, I might have to make some new families after the famine, depending on how all the NPCs roll. Oh, Jill's conflict resolution is in range to earn the mediator. But her emotional control, again, fell into the uncontrolled emotions. But she's 7, so, like, girl's got time to, like, mature and stuff. All right, honey, I don't know that we're going to be able to do that. Let's do just like a vegetable stew. A nice solid vegetable stew. I need to work on the timeline. Thankfully, since I won't have a job soon, I might be able to like actually dedicate like an hour or so, like a day, to work on the timeline till it's done and caught up, and then it'll be like some time every week to keep it up to date. Taking all the positives of yeah, I mean, I found a few things that I'm throwing some applications out. You know, it's very recent, so I haven't like gotten any contact back yet or anything. I'm glad that they are letting me work out my 2 weeks and they are not like saying, no, you can just turn your stuff in. Because that was, you know, they've been enough that I had been concerned that that might be the case. Because they were really pushing me out. My parents are pretty convinced that they're like having my position like absorbed by another gal who was hired 3 months after I was. And yeah, so that was a thing. So yeah, like I said, it's a sucky situation. I like grieved it. I grieved the circumstances, but you know, I'm a believer that things happen for a reason. However you want to attribute that according to your own belief system of like whether it's karma or God or, you know, what have you. Yeah, I mean, probably pretty similar type of work. I'm really good at the administrative sort of office support functions. So I'm probably looking in a fair, you know, in the same vein of work, but I'm also like not too picky, you know? I can't afford to be too picky, frankly. And so, you know, I'm even considering things like an admissions clerk at a hospital or, you know, cuz I'm young still and like I don't have to always do the same thing. I can try out some different careers and whatnot and see where I fit in and just looking for the right fit. Yeah, I can find what I like. You know, what I like, a company I like, hopefully something that has benefits. I've had no benefits since February. And all right. It's a little stressful not having health insurance. You got a teaching degree, then worked in the oil field, then went back and got your master's in counseling. See, you know, in life takes you on adventures like that where, you know, the experiences you have shape you and help you find what you're really meant to do and stuff. Like, people always put so much pressure on teenagers for like, oh, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? It's like, don't do that. Don't do that to teenagers. They've got so much time and they can change their mind. Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, like I'm not too pigeonholed into like one thing. Obviously I do have like a minimum amount of pay that I can accept because I need to be making enough to make ends meet. Mikey, welcome in, love. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. You've hit 5-0. Congratulations. All right, we got stew here. Everybody come eat. Everybody come eat. Yeah, mama, it's harvest day. We got a nice hearty stew for today to celebrate the harvest. It's a good time. house, just wanna have fun. All right, and we have 1 hour left before my hard stop for the day. So I think we will get through one more day. We'll get through the first day of autumn before I end stream, is my plan. So we will get through that first day of autumn, that you know, church day, what have you. And let's see, trying to get everybody to get food. I'm good, Mikey. How are you? All right. The Duchess de Warren has no reason to be contacting us. Honestly, I love our cute little house. I love the way it's developed and everything and gotten, you know, put together. And now we've got like fireplace and kitchen and, you know, kind of kids sleeping area. And then Jill's got her little space because she's getting older. And when Laura becomes a child, she'll move into the loft as well. So basically boys downstairs, girls upstairs is going to be the kind of division that we'll do. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in officially. It's lovely to meet you. I don't call out specific names for follows, just so anybody who's lurking and would rather remain unseen doesn't feel put on the spot, but know that we are glad you are here, whether you are choosing to lurk or chat. Welcome in, new friend. I'm Ren, my pronouns are she, her, and I'm a historical variety streamer. I play Sims 4 Ultimate Decades twice a week, and I generally spend 2 to 3 other days playing other variety games inspired by history, mythology, and folklore. So if you love learning about history or love things that are, you know, history adjacent, you're in the right place. So welcome. Oh, I'm glad you're loving life, Mikey. All right. Jill, sweetheart, it's time for everybody to get to bed. Sun has set. Sun has set. It is time for bed. Everybody to bed. I don't care that you guys are stinky. You guys can go to bed. Laura, get up and eat some stew, and then you can go to bed. Clements, go to bed. Oh, Adam, go to the outhouse. Yes, do that. Go to the outhouse if you need to go to the bathroom. The outhouse is literally the only reason I did the Nature's Calling event. The only one. I don't even care about the rest of the rewards for the event at all. I'm like, I got what I needed. I got what I needed. Ba, 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 ba. All right. James, go use the potty. Let's see. Everard, it is way too late for you to be visiting like this. Go home. Let's see. Spoon, what do you mean you can move to your state and get a job pretty much anywhere you want to live? Is there, like, that many job openings in your state? Honestly, the economy right now in the US has me pretty concerned. I'm currently planning to live off my pantry until I land my next job. Ah, the western side, yes. Mikey, don't you, like, you have a job. In fact, you own a company. From what I remember. All right, everybody to bed. Please go to bed. Pinky! Pinky, since when do you stream? Holy cow, hello, friend. Welcome in. How did I not know that you started streaming? Welcome Welcome, Pinky. Welcome, friends. How are you all? How was Lethal Company? Welcome in, friends. I'm Ren, my pronouns are she, her, and I'm a historical variety streamer. If you like history, this is a great place to hang out. But welcome in, everyone, my people. I'm gonna give another shout out to Pinky because what the helly, Pinky? Why didn't you tell me? But yeah, welcome in, friends. We're playing Sims 4, the Ultimate Decades Challenge. It's a challenge that was originally created by Morbid Gamer. I made a couple modifications to the challenge to give myself more time. And it's currently the year 1310 in our challenge, so. Not great network and tech problem. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Pinky. You know, every streamer goes through that. Every streamer goes through that. I had so many tech issues in the beginning when I first started streaming, for real, especially with my mic. But yeah, it was a lot. And but it happens. It happens. And things will get better. You know, you'll work out the kinks. And hopefully the next time will be better. But yeah, welcome in, friend. I'm gonna read what Frosty had to say about Pinky. Hark, Necknud Pinky doth raid with merry band. From Lethal Company where frights abound. That didn't rhyme. Not your best work, Frosty. Verily, this lover of Pokemon grand in history's tales, in streaming art is found cats and tanks a curious mix. Forsooth, let us welcome this jester's tricks. Oreo, welcome in as well. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket. How are you doing? It's good to see you again. But hello, friends. Like I said, we are playing Ultimate Decades. I'm going to be alive for about another hour. If you want to hang out. But if anybody needs to raid and run, especially you, Pinky, because I know it's getting late for you, please feel free to do so. Absolutely take care of yourselves first and foremost. De-stream, hydrate, take care of your pets, take medications if you have to, eat something, do whatever you have to do, stretch, go touch grass. So, hi Leo. Leo also wants to say hi. Yeah, hi. You feeling clingy? I swear, Leo, my cats are very, very cuddly. Yeah? You want lovin's. Let's see. You're gonna hydrate mode? Love that for you. Alright. Let's go back to the game. We're gonna get through one more Sims day probably here. Oh, Leo's just demanding all the attention right now. Sleepy boy. He just woke up from a nap, so he's giving me sleepy eyes. It'll be interesting this evening. Raffi is incredibly shy. Let's see. You said you wanted to stream more, and when friends suggested, I thought I might give it another go. Love that for you. Might stick to King of the Castle. Oh my gosh, I would let me know the next time you're gonna play King of the Castle, Pinky, because I never get to be in the court. I never get to be in the court. And I would love to be in your court of nobles. So please ping me next time you are playing King of the Castle on stream. I would love to participate. Let's see. Oh, you got a cat, Oreo. I love that for you. But you have a sick kid. Oh, I hope your kid feels better. And Mikey, I am seeing it now. Sorry, catching up after all the messages. Thank you for the group hydrate. If you are watching, please take a drink of water or anything else that does not have caffeine in it. Let's see. And Oreo, he's an orange kitten. His name is Zuko. Zuko is one of my favorite characters of all time. Let's see. Yeah, Leo is just demanding all the attention and cuddles at the moment. I swear, once both my boys figure out that they are lap cats and that they can just lay on my lap when I'm at the computer and they don't have to just be like next to me or behind me or whatever, my lap will never be empty once I feel like Leo's figuring it out. He's figuring out that he can just be here. It's a comfort show. Oh, it's a comfort show for me too, I'll be honest. It's crazy. Guys, I have something to say. I got tickets to a live orchestra performance of the Avatar: The Last Airbender soundtrack. I'm so excited. It's not till November, but I am freaking excited that I'm going to be able to do that. So it's the 20th anniversary of the first episode release of Avatar: The Last Airbender, if you didn't know. I know, right? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm trying to like contain myself because it's like 3 months away. Kelvin, hello, love. How you doing? Let's see. You went to one of those for Naruto and it was amazing. Oh, I've never gotten into Naruto myself, but you know, fandom game respects fandom game. So, you know, I know it's a big fandom and that's cool though. And I know it's got a really good soundtrack. So I'm sure that was a really cool thing for you, Cray. Leo's like, pay attention to me and only me. All right, James, go to sleep. Wait, you could actually use some food first. Finish up some of this stew and then go to sleep. All right, we're gonna try and get through one more day here. And if we get through one more day, that means the day that Robert, Everard and Basilia's son, is due to age up, will be at the very beginning of our next decade stream, which should be on Tuesday. Let's see. Oh, I didn't realize we entered ad break. Oh my gosh, Clements, go to bed. Don't be waking up your granddad. He needs his sleep. We gotta have Alice do some laundry. Okay. Alice, quick, quick. Use the bathroom. No, 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 not a bladder failure. Not a bladder failure. Oh my gosh. My poor girl. It's okay, honey. You're pregnant. It's like, it's all right. And this is... Okay. Ba, 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 ba. All right. Okay. All right. All right, so we're into September now of 1310. Oh, shoot. All right. Welcome back from ads, Kelvin, and anyone else who's stuck through the ads. Thank you so much for sticking through them and supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate the support. We're still here. You really didn't miss anything because they were working on sleeping. Yeah, they were just sleeping. So we just got through the overnight sleep, and Alice had a bladder failure. But that's all that really happened during the ads. Okay. Let's see. Alright, we gotta get them ready because I'm gonna send them off to church here in a bit. Oh, I should save. Friendly reminder to save your games because I just realized that I've been live for like 3 hours and haven't saved once. Save your games. Save yourselves. Save yourselves the grief of lost progress. Oh, it's raining. Did you get those clean? Yes, okay, you did. We do have some more laundry we'll have to do. Yeah, Michael, you can like jokes. We love a guy with a sense of humor. Alright, we are gonna have to, after I get them all fed, I'm gonna send them all off to worship the Watcher. Because it's Sunday. Sunday. Oh, no, 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 no. What do you mean? What do you mean fire? What do you mean fire hazard? No, no, stop this. We do not. I mean, at least it's raining and it's not winter. So we've got the well right there. It's not frozen. I'm like looking. Okay. The kitchen did not catch fire. Why'd you do that to me, Sims? You gave me such a scare. Alright, everybody, who needs to eat? Clemens is fine. Hob could use food. Adam could use food. Jill. Have Simon use the potty. Laura get food. Okay. Adam. Gotta go scatter some feed for the chickens and grab the eggs. And Michael... Michael just needs to wash up. Oh my gosh, did James just blow Simon a kiss? Because that's adorable. It's so nice having another child-aged sim after so many infants and toddlers. All right, we'll be sending everyone to go worship the Watcher. Cray, thank you for renaming a group Hydrate. If you're watching, please take a drink of something without caffeine. Let's see. Oh, Trader Jacques. We'll see if he's still there when we get back. Dude just loves to randomly shower in the rain in front of our house. Kind of sus behavior, if you ask me. Bluma, thank you for the raid, love. Hello, raiders. Hello, friends. It's good to see you all. Bluma, thank you so much for the resub for 17 whole months. Holy cow, we almost have 2 Twitch babies. How was your stream? You were playing Sims. What were you doing in The Sims? Tell me all about it if you have time. If you need to raid and run, or anyone in your community needs to raid and run, please feel free to do so. Take care of yourselves first and foremost. If you're new to my channel, I'm Ren. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a historical variety streamer. I play Sims 4 Ultimate Decades Challenge, as well as a variety of other history, mythology, and folklore themed games. If that's your jam, you're in the right place. But yeah, let me see what my people. Please drop a follow to Late Bluma if you have not already. Spread some love. Let me read what Frosty had to say. Hark, Late Bluma doth grace the digital stage, a tender-hearted soul with music and words to engage. Forsooth, she weaves tales of Sims and magic rare. In velvet-lit realms, all are welcome to share. From 100 babies to ghosts and fair Vegas. This Alley Cat Angels streams doust surely amaze us. Aw, I love that Frosty called you an Alley Cat Angel. Welcome in, Pickled. Welcome in, friends. It's a lot of children. Yeah. 100 baby challenge. Chaos. Oh my gosh, it is. That is a chaotic challenge. How are you feeling about it though? And lurking, no worries. Enjoy your lurk, love. And yeah, all right. I will be live for another half an hour or so. I do have a hard stop today because I have friends coming over to play board games after I finish stream. So I do have a hard stop today, but we are live for another half an hour or so. And my next stream will be on Tuesday. So welcome in, everyone. It's good to meet you if I have not already. All right. Back to the game. All right, we went to church. Now we're selling some barley to Trader Jacques here. Some of our summer barley harvest. Let's see. Let's see. Clean up. Let's see. Have Jill clean up. All right, Simon's already on it to get pottage. There we go. All right, sell some more barley. All right. Jill, now that you're clean and the rain's not going, why don't you play marbles with your brother, Michael? What do you mean there are no other children? Michael's right there. Play marbles with. There we go. Okay. Don't you have an apple in your inventory? If not, I can definitely give you something. Oh, rain. Yes and no, Oreo. So it's nice that they can sleep on the ground, but when they're low levels for like nature living skill, they get absolutely filthy overnight. So it just means that like for a while it's like they get up and I immediately have to have them like wash themselves up multiple times to get clean. Which is a little frustrating. All right, let's move. So yeah, definitely pros and cons to the some of the natural living stuff at the lower levels. Let's see. I'm I'm hoping you all can't hear my neighbors. They're blasting music right now. With like heavy bass. So hopefully y'all can't hear that. Alice was giving me signals that she's got like fire hazard unlucky, so I don't really want her cooking right now. Okay. Okay, Alice, you should really go use the outhouse. All right, Clemens, go potty. Eat a strawberry. All right, it's 8 p.m. I'm gonna send them to bed. Since we don't really have time to get through another full day, I might end stream just a tiny bit early to give myself a little extra time to get ready for my friends to come over. Let's see. Alice, clean up. I want to get everyone in bed first. How did your hygiene get so low? I know I got you to the bathroom in time. Also, again, is it... I really hate the Nature's Revenge movelet. It makes absolutely no sense to me. People eat raw fruits and vegetables all the time and nothing bad happens to them. But for some reason, when your adult Sims do it, it gives them like explosive diarrhea. Okay. Like, seriously, why is the Nature's Revenge moodlet even a thing? It makes 0 sense. Just because they eat, like, a raw apple. It's like people eat apples all the time. Alright, I just about got everybody to bed here. Only ending a couple minutes earlier just because we don't really have time to do another day. And I like having whole days, not partial days, whenever possible. So we'll be able to like start stream next time and age up Robert, who is Everard and Basilia's first and currently only son. My next stream is next Tuesday, and that's the stream where we will age up Robert. Yeah, that's the plan. All right, let me see if I have any friends who are live playing The Sims. Let's see. Someone I have not rated in the last 30 days. Have I rated her in the last 30 days? No, I have not rated them in the last 30 days. But just double checking who else is live. I know somebody else who is streaming Sims 4 100 Baby Challenge. So why don't we go raid She Is Kara? Thank you for hanging out, Cray, and everyone else. I really appreciate y'all being here, supporting the channel, hanging out, talking, interacting, or just lurking. We love lurkers, so we appreciate that silent support as well. I am going to put the raid messages in the chat. If you are a follower, you can grab the first one. If you are a subscriber, you can grab the second one. We're going to go raid She Is Kara, who, like Bluma, is doing the 100 Baby Challenge, giving us some gameplay. A little bit more chaos in this streamer's vibes, but that's all right. We love a little chaos for Saturday night. So grab your raid messages. We're gonna head out. Like I said, my next stream is next Tuesday. We will be picking up Ultimate Decades. Then we'll have a couple days of variety games before Saturday again comes around and we're back in Ultimate Decades again. So I do keep my Twitch schedule up to date if you are ever curious what's going on. So it'll be a goodbye for now, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye.